Good morning, class. So, I'm your English teacher, Miss Deepika Pardesi. Will be teaching you English this year. So, you might have seen me in the school with those tiny toddlers because earlier I used to teach pre primary class. So, this year I will be teaching you English. So, a very good morning to you all and a hearty congratulations for your promotions. Okay. So today, earlier we have completed two chapters and one poem in English, and the last class we have covered the topic noun also. So today we will cover the same topic noun because it needs time to be to cover all the portion of it. So today we will covering that. So the first topic is a parts of speech. So the first thing is that you might have taken the worksheets from the school because that worksheet contained today's content. Okay. So we gave you a message also to collect the worksheets from the school because that worksheets contain today's class content. Okay. So if you have not collected from the school, so go and just collect it from the school. Okay. So the topic now I'm going to start your topic. So the what do you mean by the word grammar? So I will tell you. Grammar means English grammar or grammar gives us the rules and regulations to write or where to use what. Okay. So we can't do that. We can't write capital letters in between the sentence. We can't put commas and full stop anywhere we want. So we can't do like that. So English grammar gives us the rules where to use what. So whenever we begin a sentence, we always write that sentence. The first word is always capital letter. Okay, and whenever we come to end the sentence, we put a full stop in that. Okay, so this is the rules, and where we can put comma, so we put comma. Okay, when we give examples and all, so we put comma there. Okay, so now I'm going to start with the today's chapter or today's topic. So parts of speech. So parts of speech are the basic types of words that English has. Most grammar books show 8 parts of speech. So the parts of speech, I'm repeating it again, are the basic types of word that English has. Most grammar books that there are 8 parts of speech. How many parts of speech? 8 parts of speech. So the first is noun, verb, adjectives, adverbs, prepositions, conjunctions, pronouns, and interjections. I'm repeating it again. Nouns, verbs, adjectives, adverbs, pronouns, conjunctions, prepositions, and interjections are 8 part of speech. Okay. So the first one is noun. What do you mean by noun? We have learning from class 1. Noun means a person, place, animal, or thing. It can be idea also. Okay. So for example, dog, cat, student, teacher, apple, these are all kind of nouns. Verb. A verb is a group of words that describes an action or experience. If something is if we are doing some actions, so it is a kind of verb. If we are eating, if we are dancing, if we are listening, so these are all kind of verbs. Then comes a preposition. A preposition is used before a noun or a pronoun. Okay, so it gives direction. Mainly prepositions give direction in sentence. Okay, like at, in, on the table, like this. So mostly prepositions give directions to us. Then comes the pronoun. Pronoun replace the name of a person. Okay, like he, she, him, her. We always can't tell the name of that person while we are delivering a speech. So we use, like, if we are telling something about our mother, we will can tell her name, then always in the sentence we can use she. Like we are something telling about Sachin Tendulkar, so first we can say Sachin Tendulkar, and the remaining sentence we can use he, him, like this. Adverbs tell us how often, when, where, and when. Okay, it can describe a verb. What adverbs do, it describe the verb. वो verb को describe करता है. For example, loudly singing. Okay, running fastly. So these describe the verb. Okay, then comes the adjectives. An adjective describes a noun or a pronoun. What do adjectives do? They describe noun or a pronoun. And what adverbs do? Adverbs describe the verb. Okay, now adjectives. Red, red tomato. Tall, building. So these are the adjectives which describe the noun. Then comes the conjunctions. Conjunctions join words or group of words in a sentence. What do conjunctions do? Conjunctions do join words or group of words in a sentence. Like because of that. Okay, like and these are words which are used to join sentences. And interjections express the strong emotion, like hooray, oops, yay. This is all the words what the interjections do. So as I told you, we will be doing the noun first. So what do you mean by noun? Noun tells what is the definition of noun. Noun definition, I'm repeating it again: a name of a person, place, animal, thing or idea. First, what you remember while writing a noun definition is a noun. I'm repeating it again. A noun, names of a person, place, animal, thing or idea, is known as noun. Example are cat, horse, student, elephant. Okay. So then we will start with types of noun. So there are 5 types of noun. So first comes the common noun. What comes the first? First comes the common noun. The words that name person, place, animal or thing called common noun. The person, I'm repeating, what do you mean by common noun? Common noun means words that names the person, place, animal or thing is known as common noun. Common noun represent a whole class of a particular kind. Like books, there are lots of books. So, well, we can say books are kept there. So, books is a common noun. We have not mentioned what books are kept. So, if we want to tell like that, these are the books. So, books means common noun. It represent particular kind, like we can say okay, this. Then comes the proper noun. Proper noun means a particular person, place or thing is called proper noun. The name of a particular person, place or a thing is called proper noun, such as Ram, Mohan, Kanpur, etc. Yes, and remember that a proper noun always start with capital letter. Whenever you are introducing a proper noun, you should use capital letter of that. If you are writing someone's name, it should be the first letter should be capital. And I have told in my next video also, a small video with picture, and I told in that also. So what is the difference between common noun and a proper noun? A proper noun is a particular place or a place, person or thing, but a common noun represent the whole class. ओके, प्रॉपर नाउन जो है वो एक पर्टिकुलर चीज़ को डिफाइन करता है, बट जो कॉमन नाउन है वो उसी चीज़ का पूरे को रिप्रेजेंट करता है. ओके, so we can say that the Yamuna is one of the greatest river of India. So Yamuna is proper noun, only a Yamuna, and river is common noun. There are lots of river, but we have named that Yamuna river. So Yamuna is proper noun, a particular name of that river. So yes, children, I'm repeating it again. What is the difference between a common noun and a proper noun? Because most of you will get confused. So proper noun defines a particular person, place or thing, but common noun defines the whole of that. Like, for example, the Yamuna is one of the greatest river of India. So Yamuna is only one river. It is a particular. So Yamuna is a proper noun, and river, there are lots of river in India. So river is common noun. Okay. So, and the next comes the material noun. A material noun is the name of the substance or material from which the things are made. For like wood, we make with the help of wood we make furniture. So this is the material noun. Material noun, I'm repeating it again. A material noun is the name of substance, material, which material are used to make that. Okay, like glass of water. And we can say gold coin. So gold is an abstract noun because it is a material which we use to make ornaments, gold ornaments. Now collective noun. A collective noun is the name of the person or things together as whole. So it is used to represent a group, like a soldier of army, a herds of sheep, a number of drawers. Okay, a number of drawers and is known as chest. A collection of flowers is known as bouquet. Bouquet, you all know, is a bouquet is a kind that contains lots of flowers in it. So we can't tell flowers, we tell bouquet. We represent the collection of group in that. Okay. So like for example, I will give you some example also. A number of thieves. We can't say a number of thieves. A pack of thieves. So this is given on your book page, your English grammar book, page number 12 and 13. There are lots of collective nouns which they have given. So the last comes the abstract noun. Abstract noun means those nouns which we can feel but we can't see, but we can't touch them. Okay, what do you mean by abstract noun? Abstract noun means we can't see them but we can't touch them but we can feel them. So means sickness, we can feel sickness but we can't touch sickness. Sleep, we can feel sleep but we can't touch sleeps. So these are all the types of nouns, and in this class we have done what are the parts of speech, and in that parts of speech particular topic we have covered noun and what are the types of noun. So now in my next video, I've shared some definitions and some examples picture. So go through that video, you will come to know, and if you have any problems, so kindly contact me. So thank you class. Have a nice day. Thank you.